Hello, everyone.
Hello.
How many of you have gone cross-country skiing? You'll have to shout it out. I can't see you.
No. Attempted.
Well, I was invited a few years ago to go cross-country skiing with some friends, and I decided to go ahead and try it. We were each given a sighted guide, and we would skate in a track right beside their track, and they would give us directions. Well, my sighted guide told me what I had to do, and I was fine up until I got to the first hill. And he said, okay, when you go down a hill, you just bend your knees a little bit, and you'll be less likely to fall. I said, hill? I didn't realize there were going to be hills. I assumed cross-country meant flat ground. I didn't know it was hills. Well, I adapted. I still to this day don't like the hills, but I deal with them. Well, after I'd been skiing a few years, I one year went and the temperature was about 70 degrees. So needless to say, it was a little bit slippery. There was lots of slush, especially on the intersections. Well, on our way back to the ski lodge, crossing an intersection, I slipped. And even though I'd fallen several times that day, this time I fell and my legs twisted and my one ankle was sore, but we couldn't get them untwisted until my guide took off one of the skis. Well, I was able to get back on the skis and ski the rest of the way to the lodge, but my ankle was still sore. Well, after eating lunch, it was suggested I have someone check it out, and as it was quite swollen, they suggested I go to the local hospital. Well, unfortunately, I had broken my ankle. What a pain. I don't know how many of you have ever used crutches, but that's hard work. Well, not only that, of course, I couldn't use my white cane, so that was a little bit of a problem too. Well, what unexpected challenges have you had in your life? Today I'm going to tell you a few techniques which might help you with those challenges. First of all, you need to have a positive attitude. When I lost my sight at the age of 20, it was a challenge, but I knew that I was lucky to be alive. They had not expected me to make it home from the hospital. Also, when my husband suffered strokes and was not in good shape, it gave me the urge to go back to college. When I had my heart attack and I broke my ankle, both of those gave me opportunities to spend more time writing my books. Number 2, benefit from the support of family and friends. Well, my family helped me out through all the situations in my life. When I had my hysterectomy, my parents came up and my in-laws babysat for my daughters. I also found out that the networking qualities of organizations and churches I belonged to helped me immensely with different problems I had in my life. I had friends I could talk to. 3, view challenges as opportunities. When I lost my sight, I knew I would have the opportunity to learn new skills and find a new career. When my husband was ill, it gave me an opportunity to go to college. And of course, when I had my health problems, it gave me an opportunity to look into creating a better lifestyle that was healthier in the future. Number 4, use humor to keep your focus positive. Well, when I lost my sight, one of the nurses in the hospital acted just as if I had lost my brain when I lost my vision. She thought she had to do everything for me, from putting the pill into my mouth to staying with me in the bathroom. Well, I chuckled about it and I said to my family, okay, family, now you know what you've got in for. You have to do everything for me when I get home. Also, we did a lot of activities with our children through the years, and they used to fight over who could skate with Mom. Well, there came a point when my oldest daughter said, "Mom, if you like, you don't have to put on skates today. You can just sit and relax." Well, number 5 is to learn strategies to deal with those changes in your life. Well, when I was raising my children, I had a reader read me some books so I could read Braille stories to them at bedtime. I also learned to use magnetic letters to help teach them their letters. I used audio tutorials to learn how to use the computer. And I learned how to use a note taker when I was taking classes later on. Number 6 is develop visualization techniques. Now this is really helpful. When I was in the hospital, I learned to visualize what I would be able to do in the future, picturing myself in a new career. Raising my children, I visualized them being successful in school and going to college. And when I was in college myself, I visualized myself being able to complete school and graduating. Number 7, set realistic goals. I don't know how many of you set goals, but this is really important. When I was in school, I set goals first to get my AA, then to get my BA, then to get my master's, then to start a new business, write a business plan, get grants, etc. And also goal setting as far as writing my books. And I found that very helpful. And I didn't let outside influences keep me from reaching my goals. I didn't allow any of the situations that happened throughout my life to stop me from my goals. I may have had to change a timeline or two, but I made those goals. What about you? Which of these techniques might help you? Thank you.